Hello, everybody. Let's continue our lesson, okay? I talked about the Blue Voyage itineraries in my previous lesson, and now I would like to talk about the best beaches in Turkey. Well, you know, Turkey is an ancient patchwork of cultures, people, and landscape, and with Eastern Europe to one side and Asia to the other, Turkey has been shaped and influenced by empires, cultural connections, and trading routes throughout its long history. Well, its natural landscapes and coastline have long played an important role in the country's fortunes, and today it's these same beautiful beaches in Turkey that magnetize people to visit this historic nation. Surrounded by seas on three sides, Turkey's shores offer the chance to swim in the clear waters of the Aegean Sea, the inland waters of the Black Sea, and the pure dazzling blues of the Mediterranean Sea. If you're in search of unforgettable, fascinating, and remarkably diverse beaches, then you should take a trip to Turkey. Well, the first beach I would like to talk about is Kabak Beach in Fethiye. Well, some 25 kilometers from the resort town of Ölüdeniz, you will come across the bohemian village of Kabak, frequented by backpackers, yogis, and nature lovers. Another 30 minutes on foot will take you to the steep trail leading down to Kabak Beach. This half-moon bay, surrounded by pine forests and mountains, can only be reached by descending this trail on foot. But the serene and peaceful beach at the bottom waiting for you is well worth the effort. Well, on the pebbles and white sands of Kabak Beach, you will mostly be in the company of locals and backpackers traveling along the Lycian Way. You won't find many amenities, any water sports, or beach chairs for hire. The vibe is distinctively laid back, and people come here mainly to appreciate the natural beauty and undisturbed stillness. There are some shaded areas to escape from the sun with a juice or something to drink from one of the beach bars. Other than that, it's just you, the Mediterranean, and the few friendly loggerhead turtles to keep you company on this beach. And the next beach I would like to talk about is Blue Lagoon in Ölüdeniz. Well, the Ölüdeniz Blue Lagoon is probably the most famous beach in all of Turkey, and for a good reason. Few places in the world match up to its natural beauty, and as such, tourists are drawn to the vibrant blue waters for a few hours of unwinding by the sea. This wide bay is located just where the Aegean and Mediterranean seas meet, and inside a protected natural park with the Babada Mountains in the background. The sands are relatively gritty, but most visitors love lounging in the shallows of the waters, which is warm and perfect for children to play safely. Until the early 80s, the Blue Lagoon was a fairly hidden gem, only known to hippies and backpackers. However, these days, it is well developed with bars, restaurants, and plenty of activities. One of the most popular pastimes is enjoying the scenery from above while paragliding from the nearby mountains. Or if you prefer to stay at sea level, you could hire a paddleboard for your explorations. Either way, you'll soon see why the Blue Lagoon is one of the most photographed beaches in Europe. Well, the next beach is İçmeler Beach in Marmaris. The golden sands of İçmeler Beach can be found in the resort town with the same name, just 8 kilometers from Marmaris. What was once a small fishing village is Turkey's most popular, one of the Turkey's most popular seaside gateways for families and groups of adults alike. Beachmeler has a surprisingly Caribbean feel for a beach surrounded by pine forests and backed by the Taurus Mountains. It probably has something to do with the 6-kilometer long stretch of sand that never feels too crowded and is cleaned every night so that it's spotless when you arrive in the morning. Well, whether you are after excitement or total relaxation, you'll be able to find it all here, as well as plenty of bars and restaurants. The beach is calm with small waves, perfect for lounging in the sun and going on long swims. However, if water sports are your thing, everything from parasailing to jet skiing and scuba diving is on offer too. There are also great hiking trails in the hills nearby, which offer up some pretty views on the beach from above if you like it. Okay. Well, the next beach I would like to talk about is Patara Beach in Gelirmiş. Patara Beach gets its name from the nearby ancient Lycian city, Patara. To reach the beach, you have to pass through the ruins, but the remains of old temples, streets, and arches create the perfect backdrop for this picturesque stretch of coastline and the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. At 18 kilometers, Patara is the longest beach in all of Turkey, and with minimal development, you will easily find a lovely spot to enjoy it in private. Perfect for long walks in the sand, sunbathing and swimming. The waters here are warm and shallow, ideal for kids, and also great for snorkeling. Well, this unspoiled paradise, made up of limestone peaks and rolling white dunes, is also part of a national park. The local bird life is vibrant, and the beach itself is a protected breeding ground for loggerhead turtles. Due to this, the beach has little to no development, save a small community-run cafe where you can also rent parasols and the like. And after sunset, Patara is off limits for humans, giving the turtles free range of the sand. Well, next beach is Çıralı Beach in Çıralı. Well, it's hard to believe that the serene landscape of Çıralı Beach is no more than an hour's drive from Antalya. Where it lies, tucked away in the middle of the Taurus Mountains, it might as well be in the middle of nowhere. This unspoiled beach is a dream spot for everyone, from history buffs to nature lovers. On one end of the beach, you will find the epic ruins of Olympus, and on the other, the eternal flames of Chimera. On the sandy stretch between these two iconic sites, the endangered loggerhead turtles return to nest in a protected conservation area. Visitors can delight in the crystal clear waters and in having lots of space to themselves. Çıralı isn't the most accessible place to reach unless you know where it is, but that means there are rarely any crowds. And as it is a protected area, development is kept to a minimum. You won't be bothered by loud beach bars of water sports, just some sea kayaks and just a handful of restaurants, sun loungers, and a picnic area. Well, my next beach is Kaputaş Beach in Kaş. A strong contender for the title of the most beautiful beach in Turkey is Kaputaş Beach, just off the coastal road between Kaş and Kalkan. The stunning beach is set beneath two forested cliffs at the mouth of Kaputaş Canyon. To reach it, you have to make your way down a staircase of 187 steps, but don't forget to stop first and marvel at the view from above. And once you have made your descent, you can sprawl out on a sunbed atop the pale pebbled sands and enjoy swimming and snorkeling in the clear turquoise waters. If you are visiting with children, you can calmly let them play in the shallows and take full advantage of the modern amenities that are a recent addition to Kabutaş Beach. While popular with both locals and tourists, you don't need to worry about too many crowds. There tend to be just enough visitors to keep the beach cafes running. And our next beach is Cleopatra Beach in Alanya. What is probably the most popular beach with holidaymakers in Turkey, Cleopatra Beach, can be found right in the city center of Alanya, in the foothills of its iconic medieval fortress, Alanya Castle. This 2.5 kilometer stretch of fine sand got its name from Queen Cleopatra herself, who is said to have fallen in love with the beautiful bay on a journey of the Mediterranean. After seeing the deep blue waters for yourself, you are sure to understand why. Well, this spotlessly clean beach is lined by a picturesque walkway and all the shops, cafes, and restaurants you need to spend all day on the beach. With over 2 million visitors every year, there are certain amenities to match, and families may relax knowing that there is even childcare on offer. The waters at Cleopatra Beach are warm and perfect for swimming. With some pretty large waves, water sports are always a good option, including surfing and paragliding. Well, my next beach is again in Ölüdeniz. It's Butterfly Valley. Well, Butterfly Valley or Kelebekler Vadisi is a hippie paradise in Fethiye, most frequented by campers and backpackers who enjoy connecting to nature and reveling in the friendly atmosphere. It's a place where people come to live simply, and the locals work hard to ensure that this ethos is preserved. But don't shy away from Butterfly Valley even if you are not interested in spending the night in a tent or eating communal meals at the campground. Anyone who wants to experience the breathtaking natural beauty of this beach should do so. Well, accessible by boat from Ölüdeniz, or very steep hike best left to veteran climbers, Butterfly Valley is located a bit off the beaten track. It's a picture postcard cove of turquoise water, white sand backed by the Babadağ Mountains, and there are plenty of great hiking trails around, some of which lead to hidden waterfalls in the hills. The valley has named after its native 100 and some species of butterflies, and the little critters are shy of noise and not so easily spotted these days. Well, then there is İztuzu Beach in Dalyan. With the freshwater river delta on one side and salty Mediterranean Sea on the other, İztuzu Beach is a unique stretch of sand that reaches 4.5 kilometers from one end to the other end. There is very minimal construction on this beach, much to conserve its natural beauty, and the important turtle habitats here is the most important thing. İztuzu Beach is one of the most prominent nesting spots for the loggerhead turtles in Turkey, which is why it's also sometimes referred to as Turtle Beach. For this reason, it's only open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. during summer, leaving nights to these four-legged visitors. Visitors love İztuzu for its soft golden sands and pine-covered hilly surroundings. The water is excellent for swimming and surfing, and there is plenty of room for privacy on the sand. Not many tourist crowds have made their way to this beach, but there are a handful of cafes to keep you in tea and pancakes if you are hungry or thirsty. And if you are curious to explore more of the area, you can also take a short boat trip across the river mouth to a small shady beach on the other side. Well, okay. I will continue to talk about these beaches in my next lesson. And until then, take good care of yourselves. See you.